Good morning, friends. This is Dr. M.H. Annaya, Vice Principal at Saptagiri College of Engineering, Bangalore, and former Professor of Mechanical Engineering at M.S. Ramaya Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Friends, today we have a problem on the development of the rectangular prism. As the name indicates, the prism will have four rectangles on its lateral surface. The opposite side surfaces will be parallel and they will have the same size. And in the question we have for today, a rectangular prism of size 40 by 20. One side is going to be 40, other side is going to be 30. For example, this is going to be 40 and this is going to be 20. Again, this is 40, this is 20. So, the opposite sides will have the dimension of this is 40, height is same, this will be 20 and this will be 20. So opposite sides will be parallel, they will have one dimension. Similarly, these two parallel sides will have the same dimension. So dimension of this and this are the same. In the question he says, there is a rectangular prism, the size he has given you is resting on one of its small rectangular faces. The top surface is a rectangle having dimension 40 by 20, bottom is also by 40 by 20. He says it is resting on HP on one of that. So let me write down to start with the front and top views of this solid given, that is the rectangular prism. So I am going to write down the XY line, also indicate HP and VP to show the first angle projection, and here I am going to mark the top view of this prism, which is a rectangle having dimension 40 by 20. Say this is 40 mm size and the other side is 20 mm. This is 40 mm and this is 20 mm. You can locate the center of this by bisecting this, joining these diagonals and get O, the center of the top face. And let me number this as A, B, C, D. This is A, B, C and this is D. So corresponding to this top view, let me get the front view. The front view is going to be another rectangle. As I told before, it will have the dimension like this. This is going to be A dash, B dash. This is A dash, B dash. This is C dash, D dash. Center of this line is going to be O dash and the bottom center is O1 dash. This is the axis of the solid shown by that outline. And here the height of the solid is given to be 60 mm. I mark the height as 60 mm. And again for the bottom face of this, the marking goes like this: A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash. In the top view, it is going to be A comma A1, B comma B1, C comma C1, D comma D1. These A1, B1, C1, D1 are the corners of the bottom face of the rectangle. And this I have just drawn to show the bottom face. Now here friends, let us assume that the rectangular prism is not cut by any section plane, and hence you are going to have in the development there will be four rectangles, and here I will just mark. See, one will have 20 by 60, this will be 20 by 60, this is 40 by 60. So I am going to mark those four rectangles. So if I start on this, this is going to be 20, next you have got 40, next to 20 mm, other is going to be 40. If it were any other prism, it would have been equal. Here these two rectangles will have the same size and these two will have the same size. And I just mark it here as this is 20, the shorter side of the bottom face, this is 40. Likewise, next is going to be 20 and this is again 45. See, unlike the previous sessions where you used to have only one section plane cutting the solid. In this, he says this object is being cut by two section plane. One is horizontal. Suppose this is a section plane. He says this is solid. He says has got like this. One is horizontal, and the other is inclined at an angle of, not give the angle. He says passes through the short edge of the top face. So one will be like this, which is seen as a line till the axis, a horizontal line. The other one is from there. It will pass through C dash D dash. So you will have two lines, one horizontal till the center, other one inclined and passing through this point. So I am going to mark these two section planes. So let me mark the horizontal section plane. So the horizontal section plane will come up to here. I will just mark it as section plane 1, 1. So this is 1, 1, and this height is equal to 30. You should remember, this height is 30 because it is bisecting the axis of this 30, and this is going to be 60. I will call this section plane as 1, 1. Then the other section plane passes through one of the shorter edges of the top face. Shorter edge is this or this. So I will draw a line connecting these two and mark it as the second section plane. So I will call this as 2, 2. Friends, this concept is very important. Please learn thoroughly. Marking of the section plane is very important, and if you go wrong here, the whole problem becomes wrong. So now I have marked, friends, two section planes. One is a horizontal section plane, which is seen as a line here, that is 1, 1. The other section plane is inclined at some angle that you can measure if you want. It passes through the shorter edges of the top face. Top face shorter edges CD. So two section planes have a mark. Now after the solid cuts this, we are going to retain the bottom half of the solid. That means what? I am going to show or retain this part below the section plane, and I throw away this upper part. I will call this part that is retained as P, for which we are required to draw the development. Friends, let us take section plane 1 and 2 separately and see how to get the development. Before that, if you observe the retained portion P of the solid, none of the vertical edges, namely A dash A1 dash, B dash B1 dash, C dash C1 dash, or D dash D1 dash are removed completely by the section plane. You have a part of AA1, part of BB1 left over, CC and DD are completely left over. They are not touched by the section plane. Hence, I can start the development from point A. Hence, I will start here. This as A. This is A. Then comes B, C, D, and A in order. Similarly, for the bottom face, you have got A1. This is B1, C1, D1, finally A1. So this is the development without the section plane. Now let's see where all the section planes are cutting the edges of the solid. You can see here, friends, the horizontal section plane 1, 1 is cutting the vertical edges AA and BB, AA1 and BB1 here. So I draw a horizontal line from there till AA1, BB1 and finally till AA1. So these are the 3 points, 2 points, 1, 2, etc. Okay. Similarly, for the top face, the section plane 2, 2 is passing through C and D, and it is not cutting any of these vertical edges. Hence, I am going to mark a point at CC, a point at DD. So 2 points here, 2 points here. And one more thing, friends, is these two section planes are intersecting at the midpoint of this width. This width is what? BC and AD. So exactly in the center of BC, I mark a thin line. And similarly, exactly between A and D, that is AD, I mark another thin line. And here, these two are intersecting here. This becomes one of the points. This is the other point. So friends, we have totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 points are there. Let me number them and complete the projection. So I will start from this point A. Mark it as 1. This is 2. Point 3. 4 coincides with C. 5 coincides with the D. And again here this point is a separate point. We can call it as 6. And this point is 1. So 1 and 1 on AA, 2 on BB. If you want, you can transfer them here. So this point is going to be 1, 2, 3, 6, and this is going to be 4 and 5. So now I am going to join all these points by straight line. So 1 to 2, you will have a line like this. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1. I'll join all the points where these two section planes are cutting the prism. Next, after that, you can observe here in the front view of the solid, the section planes either 1, 1 or 2, 2, they are not touching, they are not cutting. Hence, the whole bottom surface A1, B1, C1, D1 is intact, and hence I am going to darken this. This is the part that is completely retained. Finally, let us see the vertical edges which are going to be retained. If you observe the front view, on the line AA and BB, the vertical edges, this portion is retained. Hence, I mark this in color line, this in color line, this in. So, this is going to be darkened here. This is on AA, this is on BB. Again, we have got on CC. I am going to just retain that part. Whereas this part is also retained. So there is nothing to be marked here. We have got the point. Finally, the last two vertical edges, namely C dash C1 dash, D dash D1 dash, represented by CC1 and DD1 are intact, and hence I should show C dash C1 dash, D dash D1 dash in the development as full line. So darken CC1, darken DD1. So if you call this part retained as P, as I said before, this is going to be the development of P. I will say DEV, development of the part P that is retained. Friends, I hope you have followed the presentation made by me for this problem, development of rectangular prism. Friends, if you are satisfied and this if you feel is going to add some knowledge to your engineering drawing, do subscribe without fail, share the information with your friends. Have a wonderful day, and this is Dr. M. Chennaiah signing off.